Hi there folks, I'm Elvin Dowling, the Architect of Change. I'd like to read for you an excerpt from my new book entitled License to Live, which is due out in bookstores February 2011 by Destiny Image Publishers. The name of this excerpt, I Can, I Will, I'm Going to. Famed American President Calvin Coolidge once observed, "Nothing in this world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful people with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. The slogan, 'Press On,' has solved and always will solve the problems of the human race." As an individual who learned early on in life that everything I had and ever will have was a direct result of my having had to fight for something, the importance of never giving up has been essential to my overall success. And in keeping what was won through hard-fought battle, that required a resolute attitude and an unwavering belief that all things are possible for those who believe. Just as importantly, it is also required the ability to do what I said I would do. One of the most difficult things for most people to do is to give themselves a command and then follow through. It's often been said, watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny. As an individual who strives to blaze new trails, it is important to remember that nothing in our lives will change for the better until we begin by changing our thoughts. One of the greatest things we can learn in life is the fact that everything begins and ends with our thoughts. The top sales record holder out of 150,000 salespersons in the 150-year history of the Southwestern Company, a door-to-door direct sales organization that markets children's books to families, a fellow by the name of Theophilus Harris Davis, Theo for short, repeated the mantra, I can, I will, I'm going to, regularly as he prepared to knock on 100 doors each day, 14 hours a day, 6 days a week, every summer for 7 consecutive years. During the 7,000 hours he spent in the field, he sat in more than 5,000 homes, talking to doting parents concerned about the educational advancement of their children, and made more than 2,000 sales. Neither hail, rain, sleet, nor snow could stop Theo's appointed rounds, as he worked with diligence and aplomb, not only to achieve the highest records in the company's long and storied history, but also to impart to each family he met a sense that it was possible to arrive at your destination so long as you had the right roadmap to guide you. For Davis and the legions of hardworking individuals in the Southwestern sales force, a daily routine of mental maintenance and self-care helps to shape their visions for success and longevity in one of the toughest careers known to man, door-to-door sales. For others, it is a classic lesson in how a steady diet of positive affirmation and a dogged determination to never give in, never give out, and never give up can lead to massive success and achievement, and it all starts with a simple belief. One of the concepts of the Southwestern Company stresses that with its sales associates the importance of believing in oneself and practicing self-talk. My favorite book often reminds me that as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. In short, everything in our hearts begins with our thoughts. By far the best way in which we can turn around every negative situation is with the advent of our positive thoughts. Just as importantly, the best way to attain the state of mind that enables us to overcome overwhelming obstacles is by speaking positive words out loud that helps to penetrate the soul we aim to inspire inside. To that end, understanding the fundamental premise of the mantra, I can, I will, I'm going to, is paramount to achieving ultimate success. I can is a resolute belief that suggests that at the very minimum, coachability, or the capacity to be trained. The concept of I can is a challenge which suggests that no matter how difficult the road may be, I can get to my desired destination by planning all the way to the end and never allowing obstacles to get in my way. I will, however, allows the individual to arrive at the point of being able to make a decision. In short, it is the point of realizing that you can indeed do something about where you are, particularly with respect to where you want to go. From that point forward, once the decision is made, there is no turning back. I'm going to is a state of mind that allows an individual to transition from making a decision to moving directly into action. Moreover, when you arrive at the point where you say to yourself, I'm going to, it's a far cry from I'll get around to it someday. In essence, it means I will get to it today. If not you, then who? If not now, then when? I'm going to also implies that one has made a plan, has prepared for the long haul, and is ready for the trip to commence. When one is unconditionally committed to a goal, the attainment of that goal is already assured. Famed author and motivational icon Napoleon Hill once declared, "There are many things you cannot control, but you can control the only things that really matter, your mind and your attitude." As Davis continued to beat the hot summer's pavement on the way to his next prospect and potential sale, he knew all too well that Hill's observation was not only true, but was prescient and palpable whenever he approached an unfamiliar door in hopes of making a sale. During the excruciating sales process, Davis experienced thousands of rejections that tested his attitude and state of mind, some nice, most not, as he angled for sales success. On one particular occasion, he knocked on the door of a rather agitated individual who pulled a pistol on the unassuming salesman, who simply wanted to sell him books for the children in his home. On another occasion, Davis had the police called on him when he ventured into someone's backyard, having realized that while they hadn't answered the door, someone was obviously home, only to discover a naked woman who screamed in horror and immediately called the authorities to report a peeping Tom lurking around her property. In spite of these obstacles, Davis believes that his toughest rejections came not from one particular person or household, but rather from the cumulative effect of the 20th or 30th no in a row, which would make even the strongest among us ready to pack it in and call it a day. Davis, however, continued to look on the brighter side of things, reminding himself that sometimes he had to laugh at the situations he experienced to keep himself from crying. He would speak positive affirmations to himself and remind himself of the lessons he learned in Southwestern's training as he walked up to the next door. Some will, some won't. So what? Someone's waiting. And then it was on to the next. As you strive to change the way in which you've lived your life, nurtured your dreams, and stepped into your destiny, understanding the fact that you will face challenges that may cause you to shrink like a wilting violet. Always be mindful of the power of never giving up. When faced with repeated rejection, time after time, mile after mile, door slam after door slam, Theo Davis never gave up, and in doing so, has become a shining example of the possibilities in life when we never take no for an answer. Even when you get dirt in your eyes, keep digging. As my friend Greg Reed once said, you may just be 3 feet from gold. This has been Elvin Dowling, the architect of change, reminding you that good things come to those who wait, but only to those who hustle. Think about it.